There's these two guys named Eric.
Sometimes this world is barbaric.
They'll both have you in hysterics.
Two guys named Eric. Two riders on the same carriage.
If that carriage was called Eric, even the great Lou Gehrig couldn't head off these guys named Eric. Bound not by blood but by name.
If they parted, would be a shame. Two Erics of the highest grade. Two guys named Eric.
All right, EB, this is a 12-minute podcast. Podcast only lasts 12 minutes. When the clock ends, it's over.
All right.
I'm going to ask you as many questions as we can get through.
All right.
Some of them silly, some of them serious. If you don't want to answer any, just tell me to go fuck myself.
All right.
What's a sound that you really love? You hear this and it's just like,
a genuine baby laugh.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
You're a dad. You got 2 kids?
Yep.
What's the best memory or feeling you've had with your kids? Is there a moment that just pops, boom?
Like with both kids, I got individual moments. Like there was a moment I went to a daddy-daughter dance one Valentine's Day when my oldest daughter was a little bit younger, and my youngest daughter was old enough to be coherent, and we had a dance, and my oldest daughter, she started crying while we was dancing. And then my moment with my youngest daughter, she's playing basketball right now, and they do gimme free throws at the change of the quarter.
Yeah.
And she made a gimme free throw, and like it was that was special to me because she didn't play basketball before.
What's the feeling you had? When she hits the free throw, what's that feeling?
I guess it's pride.
Yeah.
I mean, because you're proud of her, because when she hit it, she was excited. She was, oh yeah. And then she kind of walked up like, oh.
Yeah.
So that was fun.
It's a big win.
Yeah. They're so individual. It's kind of hard to have that special moment with them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
As for you, how old are you?
I'm 39.
39. So in 39 years, dude, if you had to pick one year that was like, I don't know, the most difficult year, age-wise, calendar year, from birthday to birthday, what year was like rough? All 39 of them on the table.
This one ain't over yet. This one been like,
you ain't wrong.
But 39's been, you know what I'm saying? Like,
for real?
From June till now, this shit has been problematic. You know, like in a personal setting, like professional as a comedian, as my profession, it's been like a banner year. But for personally, it's been like
the other way.
Yeah.
Huh. What's it like having both those things at the same time?
It sucks because it feels like I'm getting a lot of the things that I want, but I'm losing a lot of the things that I held dear to me and that I value. But while I was getting to a point to where I was getting up, I kind of realized I could lose these things that I value because once I get what I want, it'll be difficult for me to manage what I have. You know what I'm saying? Because what I have isn't our material things, it's relationships with people. And it's difficult to manage relationships with people when you managing.
I mean, it's difficult to manage a relationship with people, period.
When you got a job,
you got all this other stuff too, yeah.
Right. So, if I'm not going to be around, then like physically and then mentally be, concentrating on other things. Because it's like if you're an out-of-town welder and you rig shit, you know what I'm saying? At some point, you clocking out and you go home and you can FaceTime, you can be on the phone. But, when the kids is getting out of school and winding down, I'm gearing up I will be gearing up to go do something.
Right. Has that sacrifice been worth it?
I mean, right now, no.
No.
In the moment, you don't think so because I'm still in it. I ain't came out the other side.
Yeah.
And
what does that look like? What does coming out the other side look like?
like just being done. You know what I mean? Just being in a place where I know where I'm at emotionally, and where I don't want to say healed, because I don't think anybody ever heals from anything.
You don't think so?
Like I mean, yeah, you can heal to a degree, but you always got a scar.
Sure.
And the scar is a reminder, and the scar is going to always remind you of the pain, and it might keep you from making the same mistake again. But emotional scars is different because you know you don't see them. Something triggers it.
Yeah.
You feel it.
Right.
You feel the scar as opposed to seeing it. But
have you always been like kind of considerate of how you feel and your feelings? Do you understand? Or is that?
Yeah. But a lot of times, other people ain't considerate of your feelings. So just because you know what you feeling, it don't mean that it's gonna make a difference to the person that triggered those feelings or induced those feelings or you had those feelings for. Because you know how many times have you been attracted to a lady or something, or a girl, and she just ain't been reciprocal. You know what I'm saying? Reciprocal of it. And then you can do about it. You feel how you feel, and she ain't feeling it.
Right.
So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like when it comes to
can't change numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I keep that shit close. Like I'm aware of my feelings, but a lot of times I don't share them just because you just never know how people are going to. You know, sometimes people use your feelings against you. You know, as soon as they realize you do care too much or you don't care at all, they're like, "Oh wait, this guy doesn't care. I'm gonna go," or this guy cares.
Do you have anybody that you get to tell all those feelings with?
I mean, a therapist.
You seen a therapist?
I had seen a therapist. I haven't, I don't see him on a regular, but like.
Oh, but you did.
Yeah, like if I need, it's only like $10 a copay. So if I need to make an
That's
appointment,
new. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'll do that, but.
You don't have like a standing appointment?
Nah.
You just keeping it for emergencies only?
Yeah, right now it's like I'm just like I told him, I was like, I'm gonna take a break for a little while. I'm gonna give you something to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To work through a couple times cause like let me just get in it and work through it right now. You give me some pretty good advice, I'm gonna go with it. Or not even advice, because he would never give me advice. He was just kind of like, "Oh, you sure? Think about that. Let's really think about it. Be honest with yourself." And it's like, all right, bro, you ain't really said nothing, but you ain't telling me what to do, but you are leading me down a path
yeah.
that I think you want me to go. So, you know what I'm saying? Because like he gave me some advice and like he opened my eyes to some shit, and I was like, oh, I ain't thinking about it like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, who's 100% sure about anything?
Right.
I'm not 100% sure I want to go to work today.
Have you ever been 100% sure you want to go to work?
Nah, hell no.
Let's change it. Let's go. Kind of the same question, but if we look at it, what's the year you had the most fun, age-wise, calendar, birthday to birthday? What age were you when life was?
It was probably like
enjoyable.
Probably like 28.
28.
Yeah,
what happened that year?
I was single. I had a girlfriend or whatever, but it wasn't like, it was serious, but it wasn't that serious. I was unemployed, getting unemployment, but I still could make money. I was doing whatever I wanted to do. I was, it felt like a party every night. I was tattooing. I just didn't wake up feeling, you know what I'm saying, feeling like, another fucking day, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I gotta go.
You were excited about the days?
I mean, I wasn't excited. I wasn't like, fuck. It was like, you know what? What's today going to be? You know what I'm saying? What we're going to do today? I don't know.
How do you wake up now?
Hey, it's 6:30. Come on. Get up. Like, I know, you know what I'm saying? And that was kind of like, I just went to Vegas because we got 3 minutes. And being not on a clock was kind of, I was like, what am I going to do today? I don't know.
What did you do?
Nothing. I sat in the house. You know what I'm saying? I sat in other people's houses.
Yeah.
But not knowing I was gonna do that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
or if I was or wasn't.
Is that your like go-to if we're like, yo, you got 4 days all to yourself, what you gonna do?
It depends on where we're at. But yeah.
You're home.
I'm at home, I'm gonna sit in the house probably.
Yeah,
I'm
just
at home,
chill.
And play the game. I'm just do, shit I can't get enough of doing
right
when I gotta go to work. Do more comedy. Get the comedy on time. But
get the comedy on time as in getting there earlier?
Yeah, getting there earlier. But like, yeah, I'm not a real big activity guy.
If you go back, All right, so you said the last year was the toughest one for you, right?
Yeah.
If you can go back right before that shit and talk to yourself for like 30 seconds, what advice do you give?
Keep doing what you've been doing. Just keep doing what you've been doing, and don't do no dumb shit now. You been holding it together all this time. Just keep doing what you've been doing. Like, don't do anything different. You're not going to benefit from any of this.
From the shit you end up doing?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So you might as well just keep doing what you've been doing.
Would you have taken that advice, you think?
If I came and gave it to me?
Yeah.
I would have been the same. I'd be like, all right, whatever that means. Okay. All right. Keep what I've been doing. I know what you're talking about. Got it.
Yeah, you would have probably been more specific, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Maybe.
Last question, and then we get out of here. Do you feel like you love yourself?
Yeah, now more than ever.
Really?
Yeah.
How so?
Because a lot of times we get into relationships and we pour love into other people in hopes that they pour love into us so that we feel appreciated. But the reality is we got to appreciate ourselves. Love starts with yourself. You can't really love anybody that's like not your kid unless you love yourself. Because when you love your kids, you love an extension of yourself.
Sure.
But if you don't love the person that is, that gives love, then you're not really going to ever be able to love like you in a healthy way, I think, personally. Like, I'm not a psychologist or a love doctor.
Where did you learn how to love yourself? You got 10 seconds. No rush.
In the pain of feeling like I wasn't loved. You know what I'm saying? Realizing that I needed for me to really feel good about myself, I should love myself.
Two guys named Eric.